Hello, my name is John Phelps of Phelps Lawn and Landscaping. My phone number is 404-409-2936. Today we're doing some late winter pruning in preparation for the oncoming growing season. Right now, I just got finished deadheading this hydrangea. One of the things you can do is clip off the spent blooms, but you want to cut right prior to the bud on the shrub, or you'll be cutting the next season's blooms. Also at this point in the season, it's time to prune the Badea butterfly bushes, and where you want to basically keep these in regards to the preference of the size of your plant, you want to cut it half the size of the size you want it to be when it's got full growth. So as you want to keep these at this size during the next season's growing, you want to cut them down about halfway. And also the knockout roses that are in this particular garden are going to be pruned a good bit today. And one of the beautiful things about knockouts, they're real hardy. They offer you a lot of color from May through October. And the more you prune them, the more blooms you'll get. So they enjoy heavy pruning. And like I said, we're prepping this garden from last year's growth and getting prepared for the spring coming. The Badea butterfly bushes are a great addition to any landscape, as well as they provide color and great texture to your landscape. They also attract butterflies, which is part of the name, and it's a big attraction for a lot of people in that respect. One of the things, like I said, in preference of the size you want to keep your bush, you want to cut it half the size of the size you would like it to be during the growing season. So this is a well-established shrub here, so we're going to make some pretty well hard cuts on it, bring it down so next season it'll be back at this size you see now. We're making some cuts on this knockout rose shrub. The beautiful thing, one of the benefits of knockout roses are that they're much more tolerant of diseases than traditional rose bushes. And they're virtually, other than doing pruning, they're pretty much maintenance free and provide a lot of color for your landscape in your garden. One of the things that these do enjoy a lot of pruning, so you can hit them pretty hard at this point in the season and have a lot of new growth come back on these. And you know, one of the things that I always try to do is to keep the shrubs to your preference in your garden, to the size you would like them to be. And like I said, these have not been pruned through last year's growing season, so they have a lot of growth on them. And you can see, for the most part, where some cuts were made about this point last season. So it gives you kind of an idea of how much growth you can get on these. And these, like I said, they enjoy heavy pruning. But be careful and always wear gloves, because every rose has its thorn. At this point in the season also, it's the proper time to prune lirio. This is a variegated lirio. There's also different varieties, Blue Blaze, which is the solid green blade lirio that are used in landscapes. If you cut back all the way down to the ground, just with your loppers or with a weed eater or some pruners, you can completely move the existing blades, and this spring it will produce new growth and much better. These have a tendency to start looking very rough by the end of the season into the winter, and sometimes I go ahead and prune these depending on if they're more unsightly or not. But you can tell how the blades are just been weathered. And but cutting these back will produce fresh, beautiful blades, and also they'll produce a purple shoot that comes out also. But these are well liked in landscapes. The variegated Illyria oak will stay more in a mound, as the blue blaze Illyria oak has a tendency to spread a good bit. So based on what you're looking for in your landscape, you can make some choices in that respect. Also, at this point in the season, it'd be great once you get everything pruned back and cleared out from your beds, is to add ground cover, whether based on your preference of pine straw, the mulches that are available, pine bark nuggets, to mulch, to the hardwood mulches. There's also colored mulches available to add a fresh coat to really accent your landscape and make a big difference in the appearance with some fresh ground cover. You typically need about 3 to 4 inches of ground cover to prevent weed germination during the growing season, and it saves you a lot of time, plus it adds protection to the roots of your existing shrubs to retain moisture and to make your garden a happy place. This is John Phelps of Phelps Lawn and Landscaping. I want to thank you for taking your time and to watch our video on early spring pruning. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. You can also reach me regarding my business on clicking on the link below.